what do we have today? We have seated 5 minutes, 45 seconds work, 15 seconds rest. You'll be done in a jiffy. So grab yourself a seat. Mine might be a bit wobbly. You don't have to have anything in your hands at all. We're going to side bend and bicep curl. So I shall start the timer and find my wobbly chair. I've got weights in either hand, you don't have to. We're going to side bend and bicep curl. So you could do this sat on any chair. Just make sure that when you are, you're sat up nice and tall and you're not using the back of the chair if yours has one. And that your feet and ankles and knees are in a lovely right angle position. And you're just dropping your body down to the side. Try not to just tip the head. I see this a lot where people just kind of tip the head. Nothing's actually moved. You're bending at the waist. Your range of movement might not be far, so don't push it. You get a 15-second rest, and there you go. Okay, so low intensity interval training is not to be sniffed at. It's important that you do a mixture of get your heart in different training zones throughout your day and week. This time we're going to stand up and tiptoe and sit back down. I'm going to be very gentle when I sit back down. This is really wobbly. Again, you don't have to have anything in your hands. When you sit back down, you sit and just imagine you are going to sit back, but don't. Keep the feet planted. Lots of people want to lift the feet to get back up. Now, the lower your chair, the harder you're going to work. So if you want to use a footstool maybe, or if you've got a low sofa, that will work. A futon, that will work. Futon, does anybody still have futons? I do wonder. Not a word I've actually had come out of my mouth for years. They used to be all the rage back in the day, shows my age. Okay, so we are going to stay sat down, music to your ears. Sit up tall, but then collapse a little. So get this hip and rib a little bit closer together. So it's like you're going to sit back. And we're going to knee march single, and if you can, double. Now I can do double on a chair, but this is really wobbly. It's on rollers, there you go. So that would be your double. So you don't have to. I don't think that's particularly safe today for me. Not a great technique. But I can, because I've got no back on my chair, sit back quite far. So I'm challenging my abs in a different way. Now, if you've got a back to your chair, you may not sit back as far, but you will be able to do that double lift. If you are going to just rest those fingertips on, make sure it is a rest and you're not taking the weight through your shoulders, but we're really working the abs and the hip flexors. Again, not to be sniffed at. Have a rest. Yeah, what I was saying before is low intensity interval training doesn't mean it's easy. It doesn't mean to say, oh, I'm experienced, I shouldn't be doing that. It's just training your heart in a different way. Okay, next move, over the back of the head. Turn it round. So you've got one over the head and one side bend. One over the head and one side bend. Now you don't have to have any weight here. It works just as well with your palms together. And we're working the back of the arm and the waist all at the same time. All done on a chair. Heart rate stays fairly low, which is good. You can still hold a conversation, but in terms of heat generation and muscle usage, contraction, it's working. You've only got one more move to do. You're going to use your chair, if you've got a chair, hopefully you have. You're going to use your chair for a hip stretch and a mountain climb. So great if you've been sat down all day. Up on the tiptoes, use the leg of the chair and take the foot to either side of the outside leg and just drop the hip. Now it may be that you don't want to drop very far. It may be that you've got lots of range and that you're enjoying that hip stretch. Brilliant if you've been sat all day. Great if you're a runner, cyclist, swimmer. And great because you're holding your body weight, you're holding your plank. You've got 15 seconds to go. If this wasn't for you, you could have always turned that into a mountain climb. no worries. But a great way to stretch out the hip, get used to holding your own body weight. And your 5 minutes snacking is done. 5 minutes. Squeeze that into your days. Your body will thank you for it. Your mind will thank you for it. Yeah, come back for some more tomorrow. Keep moving, keep grooving, keep smiling. Bye.